What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Jay Cobb. So if this is your first time tuning in to any of my videos, my name is Jermaine Cobbins, and my goal is to help network marketers to build their brand and their business using online and offline strategies. So as people chime in, let me get this shared out real quick. What's going on? What's going on? Let me see. Let's get this shared out. As you guys are watching, be sure to put in the comment section where you're tuning in from, if you don't mind. Let's see here. All right. I believe we're good. So, what's going on? What's going on? Gonna have a little fun. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, we good. All right. So, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Make sure we good here. Making sure we good. All right. We are rocking and rolling. So, in today's video, guys, I want to actually share with you 4 tips or 4 little tweaks you can do in your business to create some duplication. I had someone to reach out to me. Matter of fact, her name is Miss Liz. So, Miss Liz, if you're watching, be sure to give me a like or love, because this video is specifically for you, right? So, first things first. Depending on where you're watching this video, if you guys get value, be sure to give this page a thumbs up. All right, so this is where I do a lot of my training and things like that. So be sure to follow this page. All right, and Marley Mart, you want to say something to the people? All right, he laying down. Normally, my little Yorkie right here on the floor. So anytime I'm doing a train or anything, he's like right here. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. I'm gonna go ahead and reward the people that are already here. But hope you guys are feeling amazing. I am too. I actually was having some technical difficulties before going live, but we got everything, I believe, knocked out, and I'm ready to rock it. So hope you guys are. So if you guys are ready to rock, man, be sure to give me some likes. Let me know you're ready to rock this thing. All right. So in any time during this video, guys, you have any question, anything you want me to train on in the future, be sure to put it in the comment section. And if you want to keep your questions private, you don't want anybody to know that you're struggling with something, be sure to message me. Also, there's a free resource in the description above, so make sure you can, you actually you want to use that free resource, as well as, if you want to connect with me personally, have me to take a look at your business, see what you're doing, see what we can increase, what type of adjustments we can make. There's also a link in the description to work with me personally. All right, so I believe that's a pretty good intro. Whew. All right. Let's get it. So, creating duplication. Now, understand this. I've been exactly where you at. You get in business, you sign a few people on, you're excited, they're excited, you do something and they really don't do anything, right? And yeah, it is a little frustrating in the beginning, but as you grow in this business, as you grow in this industry, you learn some pretty cool things. You learn, first of all, what you can tolerate, right? If you have a short temper, if you get mad easily, if you get frustrated easily, then yeah, this business is not for you. But if you have that problem, you want to increase that, right? You want to change that. This business is for you, because this is basically a way to personal development that has a product attached to it, okay? So first thing, understand this, guys, that, people do what you do. My mentor tells me all the time, you are the speed of your pack, right? So people do what you do. And I remember him telling me when I first got started, he said, Jermaine, I'm looking for leaders and leaders will find a way. And you'll later see what I mean in this video by that. But these 4 tips will literally change your business. It will change the thought process of your business, and it'll also help you to understand, like, oh, okay, this is why I'm stuck, in a sense, all right? So the first thing, of course, I have my notes on my whiteboard, guys, but the first thing in creating duplication is finding out if they are a customer or a distributor. And I think a lot of times we sign people on into this business that's actually a product user, and we try to push that person to go out and distribute or go out and share it with friends or go out and tell someone. When you get someone into your business, ask them, basically, are they going to be a product user, or are they going to be someone that may potentially want to make money with this? Because sometimes, product user actually makes the best leaders. They make the best distributors, but they don't come in that way. So you want to be careful with this. You don't want to run anybody off that's a product user and say, hey, have you told anyone? Hey, you don't want to do that. When you actually get that person involved in your business, Tell them, say, hey, look, for the first 3 months or for the first 6 months, be sure to use your product, right? Be sure to use the products. That way you can get a testimonial, see how you feel, whatever the case may be. What it's doing is actually creating some belief around, that product and inside of the individual. So make sure that you lay out a game plan and just basically tell them, say, hey, look, for the first, 90 days or so, use your product, right? And I'll check back with you in 90 days. Leave that customer alone. Do not try to, push that customer to go out and get some, extra reps, or don't try to push them to, get their products free, whatever the case may be. Don't push them. Just let them basically sit idle, and you go out and get more customers or distributors. The second thing is, let's say you get someone in the business and they're on the fence. They're like, well, yeah, I'm just going to use the product. I may want to do the business. Just ask that person, say, look, if you were to do this business, how would you like to build this? And I think a lot of times we forget that when people come into the business, they're not going to be like as highly excited as us, or they're not going to have the skill set that we have mastered over the past 6 months or the past year or two, right? So you want to ask that person, how do you want to build this? And what you're basically asking them, like, do you actually want to go out and prospect people or meet people or whatever the case may be? Or do you feel that, marketing online using, Facebook, Instagram, some other platform, whether it's video, whatever it is, ask that person, how do they want to build their business? Because once they come on board, it's up to them to, how they want to build their business. Just like it's up to you to how, how you're going to build your business, right? It's no longer your upline's responsibility in a sense on, which way you decide to go. I'm a firm believer in duplicating, right? I'm a firm believer in success leaves clues. And just because your upline does it a particular way doesn't mean that it's going to work out exactly the same way for you, right? So you could take bits and pieces from different people in your industry. In your industry, and put it together and make your own little recipe. All right. And the third thing, this is by far, I believe, one of the most important ones, is have a system or a process in place. And what do I mean by this? Let's say I was to join your business today, right now. I gave you my credit card information. You signed me on. What is the next step? What is the next step that you do once somebody is on board with you? And a lot of people are stumped. They like, well, we try to set up a party, or okay, but what if I'm in another country? What if I'm in another state? How do you? What's the next step then? Right? Do you catch a plane, right, to do an actual party? Do you how do you do it? Gas up your car? What's the process? Because the process is going to be different from someone that's local to someone that may be in another state to someone that may be in another country. Right? So when that person signs on, what is the first step? And you always want to have a good 3 to 4 steps. You want to have a good 3 to 4 things that you have laid out for someone that says, here, I want to run with you. I want to get in business with you. I want to partner up with you. What are those steps? Right? And that step should be duplicatable, right? It should be something that when that person gets someone on board, that is something that's easily done as well, right? So you don't want to have a process in the play when somebody joins you. The first thing you want to do, we're going to set up you a sales funnel, right? We're going to create you a capture page. You don't want that because that's not easily duplicatable, right? So, and the last thing, guys, is you want to promote the event. Promote the up-and-coming event. Wherever you at, that person just come on board and you have an event coming up in the next month. Look, you just got to let them know, say, look, you need to be at this event. And you want to assure them that by going to that event or coming to this event has impacted your life. How are you going to create this story? By you attending events, right? So back to what I said in the beginning of this video, when I got started in my business, I signed up with the biggest package. Next thing you know, my mentor was like, look, we're having this big company event. Tickets was X amount of dollars, of course, plane ticket, room and board, things like that. And it was a good deal of money. Matter of fact, it was more money than it cost me to get in business. But I was like, man, I'm taxed right now, And he was like, well, look, I totally understand that. He shared a little bit about his story when he first got started. And he told me, Jermaine, I'm looking for leaders, and leaders will find a way. And guess what? I found the way. By me doing that, I created a story around my own personal experience that I didn't have the money, right? And the thing is this, when people join you, you can say, well, look, man, it's okay, right? It's okay that you won't make this event. I totally understand. Or you could say, well, look, I know how you feel. When I first got started in this business, I didn't have the money either, but here's what I done, right? I sold, you know, all my old tennis shoes, right? I sold the TV that I no longer watch. I did whatever I had to do to get the ticket, the plane ticket, the event ticket, my room and board, so I can get there. In some cases, you can get into your company's group and room up with other people, right? So there's always a way. There's always a way to get to that event. So those 4 things is: find out whether you have a customer or distributor, ask them how would they like to build their business, have a process or some type of system in play for your new members or customers or distributors, and you want to promote the next event. All right, so I hope you guys got value, man. I appreciate you tuning in, and if so, man, be sure to put in the comment section a fist pound. You know I like that. Give me some likes, give me some love, whatever the case may be. And if you have your team following you, be sure to share this video, all right? But other than that, peeps, I'm out of here. I don't see any questions, so we're going to rock this thing out. Like I said, free resources in the description, guys, and I will holler at you on the next video. It's your boy, J. Cobb. Be humble, be consistent, be you.